All right, that's much better. It didn't matter, but whatever.
Just
make it loud.
Yeah, I've said this to my wife.
So, what's up, guys?
What's going on, everybody?
Welcome to A Wrench in the Camera podcast.
I'm 100 Beast Mike. I'm a wrench.
I'm Newhype Media. I'm a camera.
And this is A Wrench in the Camera.
This is episode 10.
Episode
Yes.
10. You made it to episode 10, everybody. We did this.
Yeah, you can't think about it. It really hasn't been like that long.
We started in October. Oh, let me turn this. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, see, here we go again.
You're going to turn this off.
Here we go again. What was it? But yeah, last episode we left off. It was Christmas. Now it's about to be the New Year.
Yeah, it's currently Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So when you guys see this, it would be January
something. That first week of January.
Yeah.
I mean, technically they wouldn't even go
it
this.
might actually be the 31st.
Really?
Or 30th, and I don't know, depending on
how
whatever you do things.
You probably won't listen to this day one anyway.
Yeah.
So just remain honest. So before we get into the New Year stuff, I got a chance to go see
Spiderman No Way Home was literally the best Spider-Man.
Right.
What other movie did I see in the theater this year?
I don't know.
Probably nothing.
I don't even remember.
It's the best movie.
I think it's the best movie of the year.
Yeah,
I don't even remember else what I saw this year. I know I've seen some other movies, but like
the best movies.
This thing
was amazing. Yeah. So when did it come out? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
You guys need spoiler alert. Okay? This movie.
Oh yeah, we not holding back.
Yeah, this movie was amazing.
Sheesh.
Like the rumors started with, Tobey Maguire who played the first Spider-Man,
and then Andrew Garfield.
Then Andrew Garfield was gonna be in the movie, and everybody's denying it. And I'm like, man, it would be crazy.
They were dodging that so hard, though.
It would be crazy.
I commend them. And I thought, you remember Spider-Man 3?
Yeah.
Where they had all the different characters in there, and it was just a big old mess.
Yeah.
Somehow, even more characters in this one. And it's like, it was perfect.
That Disney Marvel combination, they know what they're doing over there.
Bro.
They know what they're doing over there, okay? Because in the back of my head, I'm thinking about Spider-Man 3. I was like, man, this is going to be a mess. But if anybody could do it, it's going to be that Disney Marvel collective right there.
Boy, there are so many, mean Spider-Man. So you remember, the one that they were, all pointing at each other?
Yeah.
That happened in the movie. They did that in the movie. Remember we were all, trying to fix up cures and stuff for everybody inside the little lab?
Oh, when he said Peter?
Yeah, and they all started, pointing. They literally started pointing.
I kind of wanted them to do it in the suit and, literally, stop and do it.
I think this is a more casual way of doing that in the suit.
Because if that happened,
bro, I was already, chickened out. I was like, bro.
This is wild. And
then they played to, the tropes of, Andrew Garfield movie just being, sad.
Yeah.
Almost like a crybaby.
Yeah, he goes, man, you guys fight I would like to fight an alien. Man, you guys are so... I just suck. And Toby goes, hey, man. He's more mature. He's an older Spider-Man. He goes, hey, man, what is this? What are you doing? This self-beating down on...
Hey, man. And he's like, you're amazing. And it's funny because his series called The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, there's so many meta things that are in this.
Yeah, it was great. It was every part of the movie. I was just like, yo, they're really doing a good job. It is. Everybody that I tell that haven't saw it yet, I'm like, it is an emotional roller coaster. An amazing emotional roller coaster. 5 out of 5. You will 100% not be disappointed.
5 out of 5, bro. I give it a 10 out of 5. It was
it was.
I had high expectations.
Honestly, if you don't like the movie, then I don't know.
You just don't like.
Yeah, we can't
Marvel.
talk. We just can't talk. I don't understand.
There are a couple of people I wanted to invite. Hey, you should go to the movies. I haven't watched. I don't really care about Spider-Man.
Yeah. So I saw Venom, but Venom it doesn't hold a candle to.
So one of my friends I went with yesterday, he didn't see the last Spider-Man. I think it was Far From Home.
Yeah.
One with Mysterio in it. He didn't see that one. So he didn't get any of the ever since the beginning. I was like, and I didn't know that until after we got there. He was like, what happened? I was like, did I miss? How do you get that suit? I was like, bro. Did you not watch?
Far From Home. Yeah.
And he's like, he didn't even watch like even like the Disney Plus series like WandaVision and like the What If. You have to watch that to get some of the stuff that was going on.
And that's what I like. I like that everything is coming together. And then they had my boy Matt Murdock in there. Yeah. Daredevil. I was like, oh, snap. It's about to go down.
That was crazy. Oh, man. That was crazy.
So he caught, there was a brick that was thrown inside Peter's home after everybody found out that he's Spider-Man. And then Daredevil caught it. And but he wasn't in his Daredevil costume.
He's just like in his lawyer suit.
Yeah, so he caught it, and he was like, "How'd you do that?" And then he goes, "I'm a really good lawyer." But like, that would have been great. Maybe, yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, what else? The Doctor Strange being trapped in the multiverse.
Yeah, that was funny.
So like, if you saw it, did you get a chance? Did you watch the What If series?
Yeah, I did watch What If.
So like that, the Strange Sorcerer Supreme or whatever.
Yeah.
Is going to happen in the
Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse Madness.
That's where the evil Strange
is a problem.
And like they even show like during the trailer at the end of the movie, like the little teaser, they show like the monsters and stuff that he was doing. Like, and I was like, bro,
Evil Strange is a problem. We don't need Evil Strange in real life.
Him and then like having Wanda after like he's like, I don't care about what happened to Westview. I was like, bro.
I like that.
It's crazy. But, and it's like there's some moments like I almost like got a little teary eyed. That's sad. Like when Aunt May died, because at first I thought she was gonna die.
Yeah, I screamed. I screamed a couple times.
But then she like, okay, she's not gonna die. She just like chest up, and then like all of a sudden she just drops. And I'm like, bruh,
Aunt May dies. No one. Aunt May never dies.
I was saying Aunt May doesn't die.
Aunt May doesn't die while he's in high school. while he's in college. Aunt May dies like later on in life. She don't die.
I was like, what's going on here?
Dang,
and I was like, but then at the end, I was like, I kind of make sense because they never had Uncle Ben in there.
Yeah.
In this version.
So this version.
So she is the Uncle Ben. So I was like, bro.
So I'm over here like, was she ever married? So now I'm thinking about it because like, everyone's like, yeah, she never had Uncle Ben. I was like, you're right. She didn't have Uncle Ben. Was there ever Uncle Ben? I don't know. But
that's crazy. And then like when he started like the Green Goblin. All the characters, Jamie Foxx and Electro, like everybody, like I was
the
just
new
like,
costume. I was like, yes,
I was cheesing ear to ear the whole entire movie.
The whole time I was excited, and then it was funny when Jamie Foxx he was like, "Hey man, you're just a kid helping out the poor." To be honest, I thought you was a good black. I was ready for Miles to show up. I was ready for Gwen to show up, like Into the Spider-Verse, but they did okay. It might have made the movie.
I think they're in talks of having like a real life Miles Morales. They said they wanted to, Marvel was talking about doing like spin-off movies.
I saw a thing saying that they're trying to do a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey, and then they're trying to do a Spider-Man 3 with Andrew. So I don't know how that's gonna actually work. But I was the whole time. My son said he cried when Aunt May died, and then my wife cried and teared up a couple times. It was very few movies actually get me to like say no out loud. Because when Tom Holland's MJ was falling, I was like, oh my god, no!
See, that's the crazy part. And then like Andrew Garfield,
like, and then he teared up.
That teared up like because it was
no!
because that same situation happened, and then Gwen died, and he get a chance to save her.
He's not gonna catch her.
And I was like, there is so much like if you need to watch all the other Spider-Man.
I am stressed out watching this movie.
Like, oh my gosh! And then when Tom Holland Spider-Man was beating up the Green Goblin, like he was beating the mess out of him.
Tearing that.
I was like, yo! And then like you see like Tobey and Andrew like get all kind of like, oh snap.
Yeah, they looked at each other and I was like, oh, he's going through it too. But
when he picked up his glider, it was about to like. I was like, yo,
this is about to go down.
Savage.
I was like, man.
And then he got stabbed, and I was like, oh, shoot.
Yeah, then I was like, Tobey, no.
I was like, is he gonna die?
He was like, nah, I've been stabbed before. And I was
like laughing. I was like, bro.
That was so. I did say it was a 5 out of 5. The only thing that I was kind of upset about that they didn't have Venom in there, but I think Venom probably would have made it too.
Yeah, I think that was also part of the joke when he said you change the spell like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
Like adding like these different things, like because each time I think I'm supposed to mean like the Sinister Six and all that stuff. But I did like the end credit. They did leave like a piece of little Venom.
Yeah,
So I think he will be in the next one,
Spider-Man. That would
which
be
should
great.
be pretty sick. And I also like how they ended it too, like because he's in the apartment.
It looks like he's in Toby's apartment.
It does. And the guy sounds like from the first Spider, like Toby's, like the same landlord. And I was like, that's
pretty cool. And then I'm not too much like I liked Tom Holland's costumes, but I guess they're going back to more classic Spider-Man. So
I like how they kind of like brought Tom Holland's like started off as towards like the Iron Man point of it and his mentorship back to like he's his own man now. Like
I am kind of upset that he doesn't have the suits no more, like the access to the suits.
Yeah, that's kind of
it's kind of messed up. I'm like, man. And then we got Iron Spider, which was supposed to be in Civil War, but whatever. They did okay. But that was a really good movie.
No, it was really
good.
I'm definitely going to go see it again.
Yeah, my brother saw it 3 times. He saw it 3 times already. It is a movie I would see again. 3 times, probably not, but I would see it again if somebody.
I'll see it at least one more time. I'm definitely buying it when it comes on DVD.
Yeah.
It's definitely a movie I will actually.
But, since we got all these streaming services, we haven't really been trying to buy DVDs.
True.
We had a.
I know. I still bought I bought the Fast and Furious collection before they did the streaming stuff.
Yeah, and I gotta buy 9. My son really likes 9 for whatever reason. I'm like,
that's the last one, right?
Yeah, it's really not that great of a movie, but
I was so mad at. I watched it in theaters like 3 times, just because like friends already said I would go see it with, and after the first time I was like, dang.
I was like, man, you guys really strayed away from. Because I watched a lot of the Fast and Furious like multiple times. All right, I'm a car guy. It's the only movie I really have. Okay, it's like there's Fast and Furious, there's Rush, there's Ford versus Ferrari. Have you seen that one? Ford versus Ferrari.
I haven't seen that one.
Ford versus Ferrari is a really good movie. Rush is about Niki Lauda. It's a Formula One movie. What's that bike? It was Torque.
Torque, yeah.
Torque is with Ice Cube, and then that's bikes, but
They had Torque, Biker Boys,
and then
they had there's another racing movie. I forgot what it was called.
Netflix had a bunch of them too at one point in time. Born to Race.
Yeah, that one.
I used to watch. I used to go over to my in-laws' house when me and my wife were dating, and I would just sit there and watch all the car stuff. It was funny because we would watch Top Gear, and then it got to the point where like, oh, this show is actually pretty funny, and so it'd just be on. Yeah, it'd be on even when I leave, and when I come there, it's already on. I was like, this is great. I like it. Influence people. I'm an influencer.
Hey man, hey, some good movies out there. But yeah, if you haven't seen Spider-Man yet,
go see it.
Go see it.
Yeah, I mean, even though we spoiled some of the stuff for you guys, but like
it's still not the same as you actually watching it.
You go watch it.
Like it's
crazy.
It hits different.
It is crazy. My son was wearing his Miles Morales costume and everything was great.
I saw like a kid like in full Miles Morales costume, like I was like, man, like the shorts and the hoodie. And so I was like,
I want to buy him the jacket. I don't know if I'm gonna buy him the shoes because I'm not spending all that money on shoes for him to grow out of it next week.
The shoes was kind of expensive. I even like looked them up.
Yeah,
I can't just like I'm just not. I guess I'm just not like a shoe guy. I can't justify spending.
I mean, I could buy them for me, but he's not getting them.
Oh no, you can't take care of him.
And then he's a play guy. He really likes to play. So like he's gonna throw on those shoes, thinking he's Miles Morales. He's gonna jump in the biggest puddle, and now they're ruined. It's over. Or worst case scenario, my dog gets a hold of it, and now I'm upset with everybody.
Dang. But yeah, New Year's coming up, 2022.
2022. What we talked about last year about setting goals and achieving them. So yeah, Happy New Year. We're probably gonna say this again
probably
next episode, just in case. We don't know. Yeah, just in case. But set your goal. You plan it out, and then you mobilize. Like you just go forward with it. it's gonna be obstacles for everybody. It's just is what it is. Most of the time, this is your first time doing this. You probably don't have anybody that's ever done it either.
True.
Mainly talking about entrepreneurship.
It's a trial and error type thing.
Trial and error. Even with like me becoming a mechanic, like I mean, my dad's jet engine mechanic for the military, but like he didn't. The military supplies his tools. Military does this. Military like I had to.
Well, you guys got to buy your own tools.
Yeah, I got to get my own tools. Yeah. We're flat rate. He gets paid hourly. He has benefits. I don't really have benefits. Man, I don't want to work on cars again.
Jet mechanic sounds real nice right about now.
But what you said, overthinking, motivation and effort, and mastery versus success.
Yeah, we probably won't have time to go through all those topics. But definitely, at least as far as like setting. So as far as like setting goals for for the next year, a lot of people like have their New Year's resolution and stuff.
New Year, new me.
Yeah,
I ain't doing that old stuff no more.
Yeah, the whole thing that lasts about like
New Year's resolution.
Yeah, so typically that lasts about a month.
Yeah, and
then people fall off. But I think when we talked about the episode before, we talked about setting goals. You have to make small goals that lead up to the big goal, because it makes it a lot easier instead of saying, all right, this is a big goal that I want to achieve, and then you get frustrated when stuff's not going right. You know, get to it at the time frame that you want to get to it, and you kind of get like sad and kind of leave it alone or whatever and never go forth with it.
Yeah, every time I meet up with my pastor, he always tells me, he was like, I know you like looking at the big picture, but how you eat an elephant one bite at a time. So like, what you have, what you want to do, but figure out what you can do at the moment. Yes, it's good to plan, day ahead, week ahead, month ahead, year ahead, or whatever. But sometimes we get so focused on the end goal, we end up blacking ourselves out and not doing anything, because we're like, man, I can't do that. I don't have $1 million. I don't have these sponsorships. Yeah,
and like another thing, like overthinking, and that's something that I do a lot. Yeah. It's like, we have these goals, and we try to have these plans to like set it out, but sometimes, at least for me, I get to the point where I kind of like overthink it. Yeah. To the point where I don't make any type of action. Right. Because I'm trying to make it perfect in my head before I actually start acting on it.
Right.
And it's like, once I can't figure out how to make it perfectly in my head, or I'm like creating all these different obstacles that aren't even existed yet for it, and then it like halts me from actually like getting started.
They said it was like 90% of that stuff that we think is going to happen doesn't happen. And then like another 5% of that added on to that. So like the 5% that can't happen, you can't change anyway. So then like we have 5% or whatever percentage it is left over. Like, so just do it. If you fail, you learn from it. Just don't do that thing the next time, and you just
and usually keep like moving forward. I've heard too, like out of the stuff that could happen, that usually happens. Yeah, it's usually always worse in our head. Yeah, what we think is going to happen than what actually is reality to it.
Right. I mean, honestly, if you're not going to die,
YOLO, but
YOLO. Just go ahead and do it, right?
But yeah, it's like
strategic risk is what everybody says. And then the thing about perfection, I think I sent you this, but there's a new thing popping around, like practice makes perfect, but no, practice doesn't make perfect. You just get better and better and better and better and better, because perfection, no one can attain that.
Yeah, there's no such. It's think about like an imperfect person trying to create something that's perfect. Yeah. If you're not perfect in the first place, how are you going to create something that's perfect?
It's just not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. It's always going to be some kind of human error. But it's like the more you practice, the better you get at it. Right. The more evolved and better you can make it, but it not necessarily will be perfect.
And you got to want it too, because like Kobe, they said when Kobe lost the game, or like he felt like he lost the game-winning shot, he would stay at that court overnight and take that shot 100 times or something like that. Yeah. I'm not a real big basketball, but like they said he took that shot 100 times, like just to make sure that he doesn't get it. And then he was so dedicated that he had keys to every court. Yeah. And then he would be there earlier to practice.
Yeah, he'll be there. Like he'll be like there's stories Forgot who he was. He saw somebody like getting shots up in the gym before a game, and Kobe was already there like a couple of hours before, but he stayed longer to like when the guy was finished. Kobe was still out there shooting, and then later on, the guy asked him like, "Hey, like how long? Like what were you saying?" He's like, "Oh, I was about to leave, but then I saw you come in, so I wanted to make sure I've been like the longest one in the gym, so I just waited till you left."
Yeah, then I saw another thing that said that he was already sweating when someone showed up at like 4:00. Like he was drenched in sweat, and he was like, "Wait, what? How are you all?"
Yeah, so like that type of like work ethic, like when you really want something, you don't have to work for it, and it's not going to be easy. Like there's always going to be things that come up, but if you really want it, you're going to find a way to get to it.
Right, and have a sincere love for it. Like I just sent Marina the Mike podcast on Pinku style.
Yeah, that was
it was really
great, but really long. So I still didn't finish it yet. I think I had like 30 minutes.
If you guys already follow Mike, it's a really good interview because Aaron Get That Dough, his best friend, the one that just came home, he was talking about how like what he actually did. So I watched that, and then Mike talked about how he wanted to get down with him. Yeah, and he said that was the thing that Mike would have been a part of, and he would have just not got out.
Yeah, which has been crazy. And imagine like all the stuff that Mike's been doing.
Yeah, this whole time. So like, and then he's been doing the car stuff for a long time. It's just like he hasn't been putting it out. So like people know of him, but now he's really being consistent with it.
Yeah, like he was with his like I don't know if it's like a drift team or just this team.
Yeah,
but he used to be out there drifting all the time, sliding like, and he's I remember them talking about a whole video like. With the old heads, they wanted to plan everything out so perfectly. Yeah, like had to look a certain way, and they wanted to make sure it was their own and branded. And Mike was like, "I mean, I just risked my life to do this.
Yeah,
I want to put it out there now.
We kind of just got to do it. Almost kind of sort of like, well, okay, so it was my bad on communication today. I said I wanted to do something else.
This fool shows up at my
door. I was at work. What I texted him at like 10, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like 9, 10 o'clock.
It's like 2 something now because I like just got here. That's
3. You were talking for
and so I show up, and Marino's like,
I was like,
because he looked out the blinds. I was like, why are you looking out the blinds?
Yeah, because I was like, it's like 2. Like we were texting something in the morning. And we stopped like around 10:30.
Yeah, because I got a little busy. My hands get dirty. Right.
Yeah, so I know he was at work. I didn't know what was going on. And I was like, because he asked like something about like the Christmas gift. Like, all right, cool. He's gonna like drop off something. Yeah. Like he didn't say anything about the podcast. I know, like last time we talked about it was like I know you had family and stuff over. Might have been busy, so we never actually said like we're gonna do anything.
We're gonna do a podcast.
And it's Friday. Usually we do it on Thursdays.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I'm not thinking anything on the podcast. I was like, all
right. What did you even do yesterday?
Huh?
What'd you do yesterday?
I didn't think I did any. I think I had like a couple of shoots. That's about it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, today's perfect. It's okay.
Yeah. So I was like, but yeah. So I was like, all right, well, we need to talk about podcasts, and I know you probably got family and stuff over, so you probably not. I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah,
so I was like, all right, we texted for a little bit in the morning. And he didn't say anything. Like nothing was said about a podcast. So he's like, I know he said something like, I'm on my way.
I guess I was just thinking about it.
And I was like, that was at 10 o'clock. So like, all right, you're gonna be here like 11:30.
And then Marina didn't text back, but I didn't tell him that I was coming over. Yeah, just to be clear.
Yeah, so I was like,
it was dark, lights were off.
Yeah, but I was chilling. Marina was somebody recommended me like a new Netflix show to watch, so I'm sitting there just like chilling and watching that, laying on the couch. I was already running errands and stuff all this morning, so I was like, I'm just chilling right now. I was sitting here and knock on the door, do. And I'm like, who's knocking on my door? Look at my phone. Nobody called me or texted me.
I was like,
look at the blinds.
I look at the time. I was like, man, we got time. We can shoot another podcast. We can get you guys some more content. So get this. So now that this is going to be episode 10, then I'll start posting.
So you're going to start posting these?
Yeah. Now? So we share them on the drive or whatever and put it on there.
Yeah, that's cool.
So more content.
I guess I need to should I start doing like more clips like I did before, like yesterday?
Yeah. I was kind of surprised you haven't been doing that, honestly. I think you're just busy doing the other stuff. Yeah. Setting up your LLC or...
Yeah, and other thing too, and also like the backdrop now. I think we have it set.
Yeah, this one's better. So then once we get the room,
so once I get the office stuff situated, it'll look dedicated, and then we don't have to come in here and like rearrange my whole living room just to.
I mean, granted, it'd probably be changed anyway, but whatever.
hey, I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm gonna buy like a couple chairs and just have it sit there and have a dedicated space in that room.
Yeah,
just for the podcast that I want.
But I said that to say like you just know what you have to do. Just make the way to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like don't overcomplicate 2 plus 2. Yeah, you just got to get to 4. Just figure out how you get to 4.
And so like what happened today is like basically like we're supposed to be doing nice to do a podcast. Like obviously I didn't really know about it. Like we didn't really plan it out today, but I'm not doing anything the rest of the day anyway. So I just get up and just take the time out to get dressed real quick, change everything around, and just record. Yeah. So now at the end of the day, at least be happy that we have something.
We have something. Because I will say like one of the things like being consistent and making videos, and then like that one time that you don't go out or that one time that you just don't record anything, and it's like, dang, I'm behind, and then you miss another thing or the weather or something else pops up, and the next thing you know, you've done snowballed yourself into a bunch of excuses as to why you're not pushing forward. I mean, granted, my car's kind of expensive, so it's like stuff takes a little longer to do it, but I do have parts. I just gotta make the time now to do what I need to do with it. So
I mean, it's like I think you said something about New Year. You want to start dropping videos every week.
Yeah, I do it on a weekly basis. I was doing pretty good for a while.
You were.
Yeah, and then
I need to get. The problem is I just don't know what YouTube stuff to do on my own.
What to shoot on a regular basis. Well, you've been sanding your stuff or whatever. I don't know. I feel like the first video is always like the hardest, and then you finally like get your rhythm or whatever. It's like you got to be consistent. Like nothing beats consistency and being persistent. Like
So for me, it's like when it comes, I think again back to overthinking. It's like, all right, I want to do YouTube, post more content, but I don't want to just be posting like stuff that I've shot for other people. Yeah, kind of like wanted to, you should really do the sit down videos, stuff like that, and maybe even start vlogging or whatever my own, like, because I'm just because I do a bunch of other stuff, I'm still kind of into cars too a little bit. Right. So it's kind of like, all right, well, how do I manage that? What kind of content can I create for that?
Well, it's kind of weird because they got like that whole algorithm thing. Like if you do this one thing, like you're. So I was kind of getting known for like just racing. So then when I put something else out, it's like, what?
Yeah, so it's weird. So for me, it's like because of the different styles that I shoot.
And you do so much different stuff.
Like I have to make, for YouTube, it kind of has to be like one consistent thing. So I was thinking it's like, all right, well maybe it just has to be like straight BTS or camera related content.
Yeah. I think I would almost set it up like seasons or episodes or whatever so people could track. So let's let's say you have your car stuff, right? You set your car stuff up, but you number everything. And then if you do a car thing but then you don't have any car stuff, but you have all these like this ad, or like you could number your ads or or food XYZ, or
so kind of like basically create XYZ. Like a bunch of different playlists on my channel. Different stuff. So people, if they're looking for something specific, just come to like display that. Oh, that makes sense. Like that.
So and then they, in my eye of view, I would see you're just showing your range of what you can do because you want to do more shoots eventually. Something like that, and to fund your hobby. This, that, and the third. And
there's a bunch of like side business stuff too that goes into it. But yeah, I like the YouTube. So like right now, it's just been posting stuff that I worked on, like that Vans video. Yeah. Actually, like I'm actually super proud of that. And like this is the best video I've made. Like, yeah. I was, for some reason, I was like super happy about it. I was like, I made that. Like I look at it, and, like I think I watched it myself like several times. Like I made that. It's so weird, but it's like I made other stuff, and I was like, I made that.
It was funny because people asked me, "Was like, do you go back and watch your videos?" I was like, I was there.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like that thing. Like, I was there. So typically I would never watch it again. But then that one, I was like, that's actually really good.
Or like when people say, "Hey, you said this on the podcast," I was like, probably, maybe,
probably,
I don't know.
yeah.
It's kind of sometimes it's a little weird, like hearing people like it makes you smile that like someone's actually listening to it.
Yeah.
And then another part of you is like, dang, I did say that, huh? All right.
Yeah. No, I like at least for the podcast, like, because I really don't be hearing much feedback from it.
Yeah.
Like, I ask about it, but I really don't get much back. But I have like a couple friends who be like, "Yeah, I just listened to your podcast, man. I liked it." Like he'll be like, we'll be saying stuff. He'll be like texting me as he's listening to the podcast.
Yeah, as long as it's, especially as long as it's genuine. Don't be pandering to us. All right, tell us if we suck. All right.
Oh, like for real. Like if we suck, we need to speak up. Like say so, please.
We've been hearing this all our lives.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, no, obviously, if you're saying you need to speak out, it's probably like, I'm gonna be honest, probably not gonna change that much.
Yeah, mic location and whatnot. Yeah, I'm 28. And be honest, it's just how I talk. It's my demeanor. Yeah, pretty laid back. It's what I do.
So it is what it is. But yeah. Any other topics you want to talk about?
Okay. Did you watch any of the LZ Invitational stuff?
I watched bits and pieces. All of it.
I think he just dropped a full video of.
Was that hour long video that he dropped?
No, it was like 30 minutes.
Okay,
it was like 30 minutes, and then
I know like
I follow Lee Bird.
Yeah,
he's Monster Performance.
Yeah, there are a couple like other YouTubers that went there that posted stuff about it, like TJ Hunt.
I don't really watch him anymore.
I mean it's all like, but he was vlogging, like he went down there. I guess he drifted.
Yeah.
But I was like, one of these. My goal. I was like, okay, I want to be able to go one of these. Like Adamlz lives in Florida, so I was like,
yeah, it's like what so like I think the last one I was like, man, next year I want to go. And then this year, like I had family here, I had this and this, that, and the third.
Yeah, like one of his like I think he had like an open house a year or two ago that I met somebody here that went there.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, man.
I should have just went. It's crazy.
So yeah, I mean, maybe next year we'll see if they have something again. I'll try to make it one of these.
Yeah.
I think it'd be like pretty cool.
I think that's about it. Honestly,
Yeah.
No, don't kill no batteries. Anything like that.
Yeah, we walking a fine line right now.
yeah.
Man, because that one bar, don't.
It's just gonna cut off.
It probably is. Like
it's still on.
Yeah, it's still on. But remember, it didn't even flash or anything last time.
Yeah, it just cut off. It just cut off. I mean, it happened to look down and saw it.
It's like, all right, bye. But yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you had a wonderful holiday. Hopefully you have a wonderful New Year as well. If you know when this comes out, it may be before January 1st or after.
Yeah, it'd be just December 30th, as long as nothing happens.
Yeah, okay, so December 30th, and then I guess we're going to record next week too. So
yeah. So don't black yourself out before you even get started. Don't defeat yourself like Tyrone Woodley, get knocked out before you even start. All right, just go ahead and do it. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to mess up again.
Hey, you'll never know until you try.
Yeah.
So just start it. Starting is usually the hardest part. Sometimes you got to take a leap of faith and just
just go
throw it out there, see what happens. And if it's messed up, then change it up.
And you'll get better with time.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
And make sure you have a good team behind you.
Exactly.
A support system.
Good support system. Have people around you that will, encourage you. Who also hold you accountable too.
Yep.
If you say you're gonna do something, it has people that hold you accountable to it.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see you guys on the next one.
All right. Peace.